The topic we're covering today is one that confuses countless men. Why a woman who genuinely likes you often never reaches out first. And yes, it happens all the time. You see her interest in subtle ways, maybe in her body language, attention, or reactions. But when it comes to initiating contact, she disappears. Many men interpret this as disinterest or mixed signals, and they beat themselves up trying to figure out what went wrong. The truth is, this behavior is rooted deeply in female psychology, and understanding it is one of the most powerful ways to navigate attraction and relationships. Welcome back to the channel. Here, we speak directly to men. No fluff, no sugarcoating, just real insights into why women act the way they do, what drives their behavior, and how you can respond in ways that build attraction naturally and protect your energy. If you've ever asked yourself why she doesn't text, call, or make herself available, even though you know she likes you, you're about to get clarity. Here's a controversial truth. Women rarely initiate contact with men they like because it shifts the perceived balance of power. Female psychology is wired to test interest, gauge confidence, and observe value before fully investing. If she contacts you first too often, she risks showing too much desire, which can reduce her attraction to you subconsciously. This is not manipulation. It's instinctive behavior rooted in how attraction and challenge work in dating. Many men misinterpret her silence as rejection, when in fact it's often a sign that she's carefully observing how you respond, whether you show confidence, and whether you maintain your own life and independence. In this video, we'll break down 7 key reasons why women who like you often don't reach out, what these patterns mean, and how you can recognize and respond without overthinking or chasing. Once you understand the psychology behind it, you'll stop misreading signals, protect your self-respect, and act in ways that naturally enhance attraction without needing her to initiate contact. And 1. Testing your interest. One of the main reasons a woman who likes you doesn't contact you first is that she's testing your interest. Women are wired to observe how a man responds before fully investing emotionally, and by not initiating contact, she can see if you will show confidence, independence, and value. This isn't about playing games, it's instinctive behavior rooted in attraction psychology. Many men misinterpret her silence as disinterest, when in fact she's quietly evaluating your reactions, attention, and willingness to engage on your own terms. If you respond with calm confidence, maintain your life and priorities, and show that you are secure without chasing, it increases her attraction. On the other hand, if you overreact, obsess, or constantly reach out, it signals neediness and lowers perceived value, often reducing her interest. For example, imagine she hasn't texted for a few days after a fun interaction. A man who understands this dynamic will wait, continue living his life, and engage naturally when he initiates contact. She will notice his composure and self-respect, and this builds intrigue and attraction. Women use this behavior to determine whether you are worth their time and attention, and to see if your interest is genuine or desperate. Many men fail here because they think immediate or constant responses are required to maintain attraction, but the opposite is true. By holding back slightly, showing independence, and demonstrating that your life doesn't revolve around her attention, you create a dynamic that encourages her to invest emotionally, pursue interaction, and respect your presence. Testing your interest is a subconscious way for her to measure confidence, patience, and value without saying a word. Recognizing this pattern allows men to stop overanalyzing, maintain self-respect, and respond in ways that naturally enhance attraction. When you understand that her silence is often a test rather than rejection, you gain clarity, reduce frustration, and position yourself as a man who commands respect and genuine interest. 2. She wants you to chase. Another reason. A woman who likes you doesn't contact you first is that she wants you to chase her. Women are naturally attracted to men who take the lead, show initiative, and demonstrate confidence rather than waiting passively for attention. When a man initiates contact, plans interactions, and engages without desperation, it signals value, independence, and self-assurance, all qualities that are highly attractive. Many men fail to see this because they assume attraction is about availability or effort, but chasing in the right way actually increases her interest and emotional investment. When she holds back, it gives you the opportunity to show that you are a man of action, capable of leading and creating experiences rather than waiting for her to dictate the interaction. This dynamic also tests your patience, composure, and ability to maintain your life and priorities without becoming needy. Women often enjoy the sense of effort and attention because it reinforces their desire and makes them feel appreciated, but only when it is balanced with independence and confidence. If a man responds with desperation or over-texting, it diminishes attraction and signals low value. Conversely, when you take the initiative naturally, without overextending, she perceives you as high value, capable, and magnetic. Many men struggle here because they want immediate feedback, replies, or attention, but understanding that she wants you to lead allows you to create tension, intrigue, and desire in a natural, psychologically effective way. Chasing is not about manipulation. It's about demonstrating confidence, autonomy, and the ability to act on your intentions. When you recognize that she's leaving the first move to you, it shifts the dynamic in your favor and gives you control of the interaction. Women respond to effort that is intentional, confident, and balanced, and by stepping up to initiate contact thoughtfully, you increase her attraction while maintaining your self-respect. Understanding this principle helps men stop overanalyzing silence, stop reacting emotionally, and start leading interactions in ways that naturally enhance connection and interest. 3. Fear of rejection. Another major reason. A woman who likes you doesn't contact you first is fear of rejection. Even if she is genuinely interested, many women hesitate to initiate because they worry about being turned down, ignored, or judged. This fear is instinctive and protective, ensuring they don't expose themselves emotionally too early. Men often misinterpret this silence as disinterest, when in reality, she is cautious and evaluating the situation. Women subconsciously observe your reactions, confidence, and self-assurance before making a move because showing too much interest too soon can make them feel vulnerable or lower their perceived value. This fear also interacts with attraction dynamics. If she reaches out and you respond poorly or show neediness, it confirms her concerns and reduces interest. On the other hand, if she waits and you handle your interactions with calm confidence, she notices and her attraction deepens. Many men don't understand that hesitation doesn't equal rejection. It's a signal to demonstrate value, patience, and composure. When she fears rejection, the way you respond, maintain boundaries, and manage your own attention directly impacts her perception of you. Women want to feel safe pursuing a man emotionally, and by respecting her space, showing self-respect, and engaging confidently, you remove the risk she perceives while increasing desire. Recognizing that her silence can stem from fear of rejection helps men stop overanalyzing, reduce frustration, and act strategically without being pushy. It allows you to maintain your value, understand her mindset, and respond in a way that builds attraction naturally. Her hesitation is not a lack of interest. It's an opportunity for you to demonstrate composure, leadership, and confidence, which are far more attractive than desperation or constant initiation. Understanding this dynamic gives you clarity, reduces wasted energy, and positions you as the type of man women are naturally drawn to pursue. 4. She's busy, but interested. Another reason a woman who likes you doesn't contact you first is that she's genuinely busy but still interested. Life, work, social obligations, and personal responsibilities often take priority, and she may not have the mental or emotional bandwidth to reach out immediately, even when she likes you. Many men mistake this for disinterest, assuming that if she cared, she would make the effort to initiate contact. But attraction isn't always about who reaches out first. Women balance multiple priorities, and her lack of initiation doesn't mean she isn't invested or thinking about you. Often she engages subtly through attention, responsiveness when she can, or her reactions in person rather than texts or calls. Men who overanalyze her silence or push for constant communication risk coming across as needy, which actually reduces attraction. Understanding that she is busy allows you to interpret her behavior more accurately and respond with calm confidence. You can maintain your own life and priorities while recognizing that her limited contact doesn't equate to lack of interest. Many men fail here because they let assumptions and impatience dictate their response instead of observing patterns and context. When a woman is genuinely interested, she will find ways to engage when she can, even if not immediately, and her investment becomes evident through quality interactions rather than constant frequency. Recognizing this allows men to stop chasing, respect her schedule, and focus on maintaining attraction through presence, confidence, and value. Her busyness isn't rejection, it's life, and understanding this reduces frustration and allows you to respond in ways that naturally enhance connection. When you respect her time, remain patient, and stay confident, her interest often strengthens because she sees that you are secure, composed, and capable of maintaining your own priorities while allowing space for her to engage at her pace. 5. She's observing your confidence. Another key reason a woman who likes you doesn't contact you first is that she's observing your confidence. Women are naturally attracted to men who are secure, self-assured, and comfortable in their own lives. By holding back from initiating contact, she can see how you handle interactions, whether you are composed, patient, and confident without needing constant validation. Many men misread her silence as disinterest, but in reality, she is testing how you respond to absence, space, and subtle challenges. If you overreact, panic, or chase excessively, it signals insecurity and reduces attraction. On the other hand, maintaining calm, independence, and self-respect shows her that you are high value, stable, and worth pursuing. Confidence is not about arrogance or ignoring her completely. It's about demonstrating that your life, emotions, and attention are not dependent on her. Women pick up on these signals subconsciously, and your behavior during her silence directly influences her perception of you. Many men fail here because they think constant communication proves value, when in reality it often signals neediness and desperation. By remaining confident, engaging thoughtfully when appropriate, and maintaining boundaries, you demonstrate emotional strength and reliability, which increases her attraction. Observing your confidence is her way of ensuring that she invests in someone who can handle himself, lead interactions, and maintain composure regardless of her actions. Understanding this dynamic helps men stop overanalyzing or overcompensating for her lack of initiation and instead focus on building their own value, presence, and self-respect. When a woman sees that you are confident, patient, and composed, her desire and interest grow naturally, and she feels drawn to pursue further interactions on her own initiative. Recognizing that her silence is a test of confidence allows you to respond strategically, maintain attraction, and create a dynamic where she is motivated to engage without you compromising your self-worth. 6. She's waiting for you to lead. Another reason a woman who likes you doesn't contact you first is that she's waiting for you to lead. Women are naturally attracted to men who take initiative, make decisions, and guide interactions confidently rather than waiting passively for her to act. By not reaching out, she's giving you the opportunity to demonstrate leadership, decisiveness, and self-assurance, qualities that signal high value and stability. Many men misunderstand this silence as disinterest or lack of care, but in reality, she's observing whether you have the confidence to step up and create connection on your own terms. If you initiate thoughtfully, set plans, or engage with calm composure, it increases her attraction because it shows you are capable, independent, and not reliant on her validation. Conversely, men who hesitate, overanalyze, or wait for her to reach out often come across as passive or low value, which diminishes desire. Women instinctively respond to men who lead because it demonstrates emotional strength, self-reliance, and the ability to take control without being controlling. Her waiting is not a test of patience alone. It's an opportunity to display your competence, confidence, and initiative. Many men fail to see this because they assume communication frequency equals interest, when in fact the quality and timing of your engagement communicates far more. By taking the lead naturally, respecting her space, and showing that you can guide interactions while maintaining independence, you create attraction effortlessly. Recognizing that she is waiting for you to lead allows men to act strategically, maintain self-respect, and encourage her investment without chasing or desperation. Women are drawn to men who confidently initiate, set direction, and demonstrate value through action rather than excessive words or reactive effort. Understanding this dynamic ensures that you maintain authority in the interaction, attract genuine interest, and build a connection based on respect, confidence, and natural chemistry. 7. Women value effort more than words. The final reason a woman who likes you doesn't contact you first is that women value effort more than words. Even if she has strong feelings, she wants to see you demonstrate interest through actions rather than relying solely on text, calls, or verbal assurances. Women are wired to respond to tangible signs of commitment, confidence, and initiative, and by holding back, she can see whether you will make the effort to engage, plan, or lead the interaction. Many men misinterpret her silence as disinterest, but in reality, it's a chance for you to show that you are a man who acts, not just talks. Men who respond with composure, thoughtful engagement, and consistency without desperation signal high value, independence, and reliability, qualities that naturally increase attraction. Overtexting, constant checking in, or over-explaining your interest diminishes perceived value and often reduces her desire because it communicates neediness or insecurity. When you demonstrate effort selectively, confidently, and strategically, it creates tension, intrigue, and emotional investment. Women notice effort that is intentional and balanced, and they respond by becoming more engaged and emotionally drawn. Her silence is not a rejection. It's an opportunity for you to lead, act, and show that you are a man of value who can maintain independence while still pursuing connection. Many men fail to recognize this because they focus on immediate feedback or quantity of communication rather than quality and initiative. Understanding that women value effort over words allows men to stop overanalyzing, avoid chasing, and act in ways that naturally enhance attraction. Wake up and realize that she wants a man who demonstrates value through action, not just words or constant availability. By taking initiative, maintaining confidence, and showing self-respect, you create a dynamic where she is motivated to engage, invest emotionally, and pursue the connection willingly. Understanding why a woman who likes you often doesn't contact you first is one of the most important lessons in female psychology. Silence doesn't always mean disinterest. It can signal testing, evaluation, fear of rejection, busyness, observation of your confidence, waiting for you to lead, or the desire to see effort demonstrated through action rather than words. Many men misread these behaviors, overreact, and chase, which lowers their perceived value and reduces attraction. Here's a controversial truth. The more you panic, overanalyze, or overcommunicate, the less attractive you become. Women are wired to respond to confidence, initiative, independence, and composure, and recognizing these patterns allows you to act strategically while maintaining self-respect. I want you to comment below with your experiences. Share times when she didn't reach out but showed signs of interest, or moments when overchasing backfired. I'll read every comment and personally reach out to connect with you because this isn't just about teaching. It's about building a community of men who understand female psychology and can act wisely. Stop wasting energy on overcommunication and instead focus on demonstrating value, taking initiative, and maintaining composure. When you understand these dynamics, you respond naturally, attract genuine interest, and create connections where women pursue willingly without you compromising your self-respect. Observing her behavior, respecting her space, and acting confidently is the key to turning silence into attraction.